Good morning, Christina. Today I would like to talk to you about my favorite picture in the entire universe, I guess you could say. Sometimes people ask me whether the Big Bang is a fact or just a theory. My usual reply is that while you do have to keep an open mind in science, I do find it awfully convincing that we managed to take a picture of it. Yeah, you heard that right. That splotch right there is a picture of the Big Bang itself. Not a simulation, not an artist's impression, an actual picture of the birth of our universe. You see, space these days is empty enough that light can travel through it for billions of years, even eternally. On its journey from the literal beginning of time to the present day, some 13.8 billion years later, the light from the Big Bang has met nothing at all. Until, that is, it ran into our instruments and became part of this picture. But even though there were no obstructions, the light did not make it all the way unchanged. In the time since these photons started their journey, the universe has expanded by many orders of magnitude, and because of that, these photons have become stretched. Their wavelength, which was once in the visible spectrum, has become stretched so much that they're now microwaves. So the colors you see in this picture are not the colors you would see with your naked eye. I mean, obviously, right? The night sky is black, not red and blue. But the picture wouldn't be much fun if we couldn't see anything on it. That's why we render it as a heat map. The red parts get a tiny bit more light than the blue parts. And when I say a tiny bit, I mean a tiny bit. Light has a temperature, which is why the sun feels warm on your skin. And from this picture, we know that the temperature of empty space is, on average, 2.73 degrees Kelvin. Now that's about negative 270 degrees Celsius. I won't convert that into Fahrenheit, it's a silly unit. But dig this, the difference between the hottest and the coolest part of this graph is about 1/1,000,000th of a degree. I mean, the whole graph is pretty cool, right? Literally. So the temperature of the Big Bang is extremely uniform, but not perfectly so. You see, if the universe was perfectly uniform, matter would not contract into stuff like stars and galaxies and talking apes. If perfectly uniform, no part of space would be any heavier than any other part of space. So matter would just sit there, not actually do anything at all. But looking around us, we do see stars and galaxies and talking apes. And that is because of those ever so tiny differences in temperature. So the next time you feel you're not perfect enough, don't panic. Just remember that neither is the universe. And if it weren't for imperfections, then you would not exist. I guess this is just a very long way around saying, let's enjoy life while we can. We are miracles by our mere existence. Let's act like it.